Tim, so lovely to speak to you. What does it feel like for you to see your career, the job that you do, just put together so lovingly in a film like this?
It's wonderful, in a word, because I think it's such an inspiring movie, and also, you know, as a space ranger, this is also the future. We're going beyond low Earth orbit in the next few years. We are going to see humans walking on the surface of the moon again, and on Mars, and so to see, you know, something like Lightyear and see the space rangers in action, really inspiring.
And you got to play a small part in the film as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, a very small part. I get to do the countdown, so I get to send Buzz off on his mission, on his first mission. And it was just really fun to meet the team and to see how everything's put together behind the scenes. So much hard work and effort goes into producing a movie like this, I'm sure you can imagine. So to actually see that up close is wonderful.
And the thing I felt when I watched it is that it's not condescending to kids at all. The level of detail they go into, all the jargon, you know, all the animation. So how accurate is it?
Yeah, I mean, no, it's not patronising at all. There's some really high-level scientific concepts in here. I mean, the fact that it's Einstein's special relativity, effectively, the faster you travel, the slower time goes for yourself. But the movie puts it in a very deliverable package where everybody can understand that. So some of the science is great. Some of the humour about living in space, like the food being so repetitive and pretty dull and boring, you know, these kind of things is very accurate as well. So no, they've really nailed it. Some of the feelings of being in space, when Izzy steps off into the black abyss and she's scared of space, you really feel that. You kind of heart in your mouth moment. So they've really got it very well done.
And do you think we're far away yet from seeing things like this, and especially the little robot cat? I mean, I just thought that was so brilliant, but maybe we'll have that one day.
Sox is hilarious, and we actually have an artificially intelligent robot on board the space station. Not called Sox, it's called Simon. But yeah, I think Sox is brilliant, and yes, I think we will have something like that on long-duration space missions.
And so what do you think the takeaways are from the film? I guess on the one side, yeah, inspiring kids to have an interest in space, maybe become astronauts, but there's also a lot of human and philosophical messages, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of, you know, Buzz goes on a journey of humility, really, I think, from his very, you know, strong ego, very determined, but very much a lone ranger, to being actually part of a team towards the end, and understanding that it's okay to fail, and actually it's all about putting things right and working together and working towards a common goal.
And, you know, what do you make of the industry right now? Things like SpaceX, how it's all changing?
It's fascinating. It's unbelievable. The pace at which we're moving is incredible, but it's really exciting. And I think that there's a lot of the public don't even realize what's going on behind the scenes. But in a couple of years' time, when we see those first humans go off to the moon again, yeah, people are going to be blown away. It was brilliant. I mean, it's a very small part, but what an experience to be involved in a Disney Pixar movie. Great fun. No, I got to watch the whole movie last week on the big screen, and it's so exciting. And it's laugh out loud in places as well. So it's a great journey. It's a really emotional journey as well, following Buzz and the team through. So no, I've enjoyed every step of the way, and getting to meet the Disney team and seeing the hard work that goes on behind the scenes has been unbelievable. Yeah, very different from my usual work. But you know what? It's been very similar in some respects. When you see the team working together in a very international environment, what they're trying to achieve, loads of moving parts coming together, the amount of collaboration that's required, it's not dissimilar to, you know, preparing for a mission to space. And the end product is something that's really good, really inspiring. I think young people are going to love it, but old people too. We can all take away messages from this movie. Yeah, so I was in my early 20s, so I was a pilot. I was aspiring to be a test pilot, not unlike Buzz in terms of what he's trying to do, you know, pushing the boundaries and exploring new concepts. Yes, for me, it was all about flying when I was watching the Earth. Really delighted. I mean, Disney Pixar have been a huge part of my life growing up, watching all the movies, and now I'm a father with 2 small boys, even more so. But more than that, I think Lightyear has some really good messages. It's about inspiring kids, it's about teamwork and cooperation, and ultimately it's also about, you know, one person needing help and asking for help. So I think they're really good messages in the movie. Yeah, well, it's a very small role. It's just a countdown in mission control. So I'm Tim from Launch Control in the movie, and it was great
being part of it, getting to see how everything works, the team behind the scenes, enormous amount of work and effort, as I'm sure you'll appreciate, goes into making these movies. Because do you know what? I think that there's humility there in the end. He comes out as being quite brash, quite arrogant, knowing everything, and I'm Buzz Lightyear. But as we see in this movie, you see the softer side of him. You see the humility as he goes on his own personal journey. I think you would make a good astronaut. I think this movie shows the journey he goes on to becoming a great astronaut. In the beginning, he's more like a fast jet test pilot, really doing everything himself. And towards the end of the movie, he realizes the bigger picture. It's about people, it's about getting help, and it's about that teamwork and collaboration. So yeah, I think at the end, he'd make a great astronaut.